clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Nittany Lions' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, and this offense is virtually unstoppable because of his ability to...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Penn State and SMU squared off in one of the first college football playoff games at home on campus. Frigid day in Happy Valley, and certainly the Mustangs were frozen out.
Yeah, it started with the weather. It was cold in Happy Valley, and then obviously the turnovers, the interceptions. It was a bad day. It was a day they want to put behind them. But how about use it for some anger? Use it for motivation in a rematch, Jesse.
When I think back to that game, I just think of how Penn State's defense went out and absolutely dominated in that one. And you know that's still an identity of this year's Penn State football team. They've got to show up big today.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
Smashes it between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Snagged in the middle. It's Dinkins. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, it's Aller. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Going right to work up top. The sure hands, it's Maryland. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Aller. Gets it to him on the screen. Looking for room at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That throw and catch. Good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the defense, Dave, got him at the 27.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Dropping back, it's Allard. Right down the middle. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Looking for a push on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Looking for room. It's hard. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, the running back has it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs flowing. You just can't do it better.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. And you know balls.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Mustangs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And perhaps there's some confusion. The field goal unit is out there. There aren't many guarantees in life, but try a field goal from 1,000,000 yards away, and you're not going to make it, and he didn't. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
There's a lot of strategies to win football games, and there are very intelligent coaches in the game today. I've never seen a field goal attempt on first down. That was a...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And you just cannot draw up the start of a season any better than that. Opening drive of the first game of the year and quick fire. You're down the field scoring 6. This offense is explosive.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Gives it on the option. It's a seam wide open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. Three, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week.
Unleashes one deep. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Card in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Got his man downfield. Off and running. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Makes the quick grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learned a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it for a big play. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Goes to the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brinson. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Pena. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Behind the chains now on second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. Lots of running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. How about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really...
He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harden. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Maryland. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The snap sets up to throw. Into the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's brought down. A short return to the defense comes out on top of the pick.
I'll tell you, got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on.
There he goes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Got a man, it's Ross. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Finds some fresh air. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's Aller. Makes the catch. Wide open spaces. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, force third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
To throw, it's Allard. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the right. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. He's looking deep. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down in the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He'll do it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in. He got that sucker to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit, because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish.
He's trying to get it in, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, SMU!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 34 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Allen. Setting up the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Pena. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
And you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a
touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Red pass, it's complete. Bust through behind his pad. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He wants to go deep. Pulls in the deep ball. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I love the competitive nature of this quarterback. Yeah, he's thrown some picks in this game. He's put his team in a hole, but he's still out there trying to make throws to bring his team back.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
He wants to throw it again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses to 40. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Caught over the middle. It's Maryland. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the tight end outside. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
To the air, it's Aller. Zings it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
The give out of the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
What a show both of these teams put on.